Hello everyone, my name is Zulium. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to it for the first time. I play video games here sometimes. Mostly I've just been playing V Rising, which came out not too long ago. But I decided to do something a little different today and play this CRPG. I'm a big RPG fan, if you didn't know. JRPGs, WRPGs, and recently CRPGs. And I've just recently built a computer, like maybe like 2 years ago or a year ago or so. So I've been getting into more CRPGs going on, recently. This is very loud. Let me just go in here real quick. um, I'm just wanted to play something a little bit different from V Rising. This is not going to be a playthrough of like the main game, or maybe it's probably not even going to be a full playthrough of the thing I'm going to do. But I like RPGs, and I just wanted to play this game because it's really good. I picked it up on the Steam summer sale not too long ago. This and Owlcat's first game, Kingmaker. I played the hell out of Kingmaker and just beat it. Like, I think I got it on the Steam sale. I don't even know, like July 3rd, I think. And then by like July 12th or 13th, I beat the entire game, like 140 hours or something like that. I just could not stop playing. Like literally every free second I had, was just playing that game. And short review for that game before I get started into this one. It was awesome. I absolutely loved it. I saw a lot of reviews saying, don't bother, don't play it, just play the sequel. But I figured, hey, I like, tabletop games and D&D and stuff like that. So I figured might as well play the original. Played it, loved it, absolutely loved it until like maybe light spoilers for like the last dungeon. It was just very confusing and very hard, and like a ton of enemies, and it just felt more like a slog like at the end. Like it definitely tripped at the finish line for me. But the entire experience overall is awesome. If you love like, that feel of just exploring a world, and like, it just kind of felt like playing with like a tabletop. Like it was really good. But just be wary that towards the end, that last dungeon is rough. But anyway, that's not this game. I actually haven't played the main story in this game too long. I bought this with all the DLCs and everything. So honestly, what I started with was just the roguelike mode, which is what I'm going to be playing today. All that preamble just to say this. I just thought it'd be fun just to, just to play and record and do my own little spin on it. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take, because you can make your own characters, or like import their own portraits and stuff. So I figured it'd be fun if I just included my tabletop group, the group that I make with my friends, and just make them characters in this, and just do a thing where it's like I don't know, they got transported to another world or something, and I don't know, just use my imagination and just have fun. But I just figured it'd be fun just to play as our characters. So I'm gonna do that. So without any further ado here, let's just get started. I'm a little baby, and again, I'm an older guy. Not older like 50s, but I'm in my late 30s. So it's like a lot of times I don't really want to kill myself with games anymore. Whatever. I'm gonna play on casual. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm even gonna turn this on and make it super casual. Oh no, I want to up not auto level. I want to level up all my characters myself. You know what? Let's just pump this up. Make them hit a little bit harder. Why not? I know, right? So taxing. I'll survive. But basically, I'm just going to go through. Our party is 6 characters, which is perfect for this game because you have 6 characters. So I'm just going to make a custom character. I imported a bunch of so these are like the in-game portraits. I imported a bunch of my own, so I'm just going to be using my own. I think all the ones that I found are either AI generated or I think they're all AI generated. So hopefully there's no like people I'm not crediting for their creations. If there are, and you do notice that that if you're playing this game and you see that your character or you're watching this video and you see that your character is on in the bottom of the screen down here, let me know and I'll credit you. But I think I found all these on like either on Pinterest or Reddit or something, and I just specifically looked for AI generated ones, but you know how some of that stuff slips through the cracks. So yeah, so I'm just gonna, these are just a bunch of that I imported. So my character in D&D is Azrael Thundertooth, which is a Dragonborn, but in this game there aren't any Dragonborn. So we're just gonna pretend, like when you get a little miniature D&D figure, it doesn't look exactly like your character. So let's just say that my mini got lost in the wash or something, so I just have to use the one that's in the game that they're giving me. So I'm just gonna make him a half-orc, which is that's like the closest, I guess, to like the vibe that he is. He's a half-orc fighter. I mean, he's a half-orc fighter. He's a Dragonborn fighter. So making him a half-orc, I feel like, is a nice compromise. I'm not gonna go fighter in this game, just because fighter seems it's a little boring in this game. Honestly, it's a little boring in D&D too. But just for this playthrough, I've kind of tooled around with a couple of different classes, not all of them, but I've definitely played this like roguelike mode just way more than the actual main game, because I really just enjoy making characters and just having fun and using my imagination and pretending like I'm playing like with people, but just playing by myself. In Kingmaker I made a kineticist, so he was just a human kineticist. Basically this is like the class where you don't use magic, but you literally just do damage. Like, it's just a nuke. I'm not going to go through every class, obviously, and just tell you what they all are, but this was a lot of fun in Kingmaker. I don't know everything about Pathfinder. I've never played it, like, with people before. My friend from work plays it, and we talk about it sometimes, and, like, I kind of talk about my D&D experiences, and he talks about his pathfinding experiences. And then when I saw Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous on sale, on the Steam sale, I decided to pick them up. I think Kingmaker was like $3, and I spent 140 hours in it, so that like the return on that is just insane. And I think this, with all the DLCs together, was like maybe $30-something. So, and I've already put like, I think 60 hours into this, so I'm definitely getting my money's worth. But with all that said, let's just get going here and just, stop wasting your guys' time, and I'll just try and make this guy's a Dragonborn. You just gotta use your imagination, That's part of the fun of playing tabletop games, is using your imagination. So let's just keep doing that. So I'm just gonna make this guy. This is the class that I've kind of like. It's a good mix of things that I like. It's pretty simple because it's just, mainly like a melee class, but there's just some little things here and there. Like it does have a rage ability. It can use a little bit of magic, not too much. Mostly just for buffs, but it's kind of different from like the usual playstyle I do, but like it's just more fun than fighter. It's not as simple as barbarian. There's a little more going on, so it's like kind of hits that sweet spot for me, like right in the middle. I'm gonna do Primalist because this is the one that like it makes a little bit more sense. You can also add your you have a bloodline, so I'm gonna just pick like a dragon bloodline just because just to lean into the dragon a little bit more. It's not the best bloodline, the dragon one. I think the serpentine one is the best one. But just for this playthrough, I'm gonna use the dragon one just so it's like, just the dragon, just a little flavor, get them closer to Dragonborn as best as we can. So yeah, so let's just get going here. Did I do that right? Yeah, bloodrager primalist. All right. So we're gonna go here. There is, I guess, before we get into the nitty gritty and all this stuff up here and get deep into it, there is a lot in Pathfinder, like just building a character, just starting out. A lot of people, like, a lot of things I've seen online, people think this game is like, and the Pathfinder system in general is too confusing, which I definitely get. It's basically like 3.5 edition or 3rd edition D&D with all the feats and all the, like, I mean, this is just like, if you're just looking at this, you're like, what is going on? It took me a little bit to I guess get a feel for it, and I'm definitely not like min-maxer guy or like, you know, this is the best build kind of guy. I kind of just do what's fun, and like, even though I've played this like 60 hours or so, like I still don't know every little thing. I have like a general feel. Plus I'm playing on like an easier difficulty, so I don't have to like know all that stuff. But I do like this like customization part of it. So for me this is fun. But like, you know, reading everything and learning everything and all the stuff, like it is similar to D&D. There's just a little bit of nuances here and there that make it a little bit different. But I do really enjoy it. I don't know if I'll ever play it like with humans, but just playing it with this, because in this it kind of gives you like recommendations on like what the best thing to choose for like your class or whatever, like for that build that you're going for. But I feel like if I just had like a big book in front of me with everything in front of it and not like that gentle guiding hand, I would maybe get a little overwhelmed. But you know what? Let's just go through here, and if I see things, I'll just kind of explain them as I go. But again, I'm not an explanation guy. I'm not a min-maxer guy. I'm just kind of here to have fun and just kind of. I just wanted to do this just to, you know, play with our group's characters and just, you know, just have a little fun. So my character actually was human raised, but what is half-orc for us? Yeah, I don't remember what that is. Brought below 0 hit points. Oh yeah, I mean, we're playing on casual, easy. We're playing on easy mode, so that's okay. And orc weapon familiarity, like, I don't really use orc weapons anyway. So 1 additional skill point per level is pretty good. So we'll just, I mean, he was human, like I was saying. My character was human raised. He was born in a Dragonborn tribe, but he was exiled, and then he was picked up by some sailors. So he is like a captain of a ship, essentially. So that makes sense. So let's do that. Background. I don't think they have like a sailor background. I think Persuasion isn't really useful in this roguelike mode. You don't really talk to people. And the great sword weapon proficiency, I think, yeah, if our character already has this skill, they just get a +1. Yeah, that's not terrible, because we're probably going to lean into great swords in this build. I think my character uses like a great axe, or used a great axe, but I mean, there's so many options here. Again, I'm not great at explaining. Maybe people watching this are just getting overwhelmed by what they're seeing. But this is just basic character creation stuff. You know, you pick your class, you pick your race, you pick your background, you do your ability scores, and you know, all that kind of fun stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like skills that would be useful. I mean, this character is basically just going to be like the, not the tank, but the most like the damage dealer kind of guy. So honestly, probably just leaning into him being a leader with just the weapon proficiency is probably the best bet. None of these other ones are really. I mean, I know the go-to one is pickpocket, because the +2 bonus on initiative rolls is always really nice. He's not gonna be using trickery or stealth or anything, but I mean, I might just do that and just kind of ignore this thing just for the +2 bonus on initiative rolls, because that's pretty useful. But you know what? Let's just take leader, just so he gets the great sword proficiency. Why not? Alright, so let's go next here. So this class does need a little bit of charisma, because that is their spellcasting use here. I think you need at least a 14 to get up, because I think he only gets like level 3 spells, 4 spells, 5 spells, but I think you need like a 14 to be able to cast them all, so I'm just going to do that. Just pump this strength up to 18. You do need dex for, he's probably going to be wearing like light armor or medium armor. Dex doesn't have to be super high, but I think probably like a 14 is probably pretty good, and then a 14 in con, and then yeah, these ones aren't that great. Again, he's not going to be like a skilled, you know, using his skills and stuff. That's what the rest of the party is for. So we're gonna, you know, our party, I mean, I don't want to spoil who our party is, but I mean, you know, you'll see. But you know, trust me, there's some skilled characters in there. So this is just a pretty standard build, you know. I could probably maybe drop these down to 8s and then pump this up even more, but let's just, I don't like having negatives too much. So let's just keep this the way it is. Okay, so this perception for sure. Persuasion is not really useful. I haven't seen it. Again, I've done this mode. I haven't like completed this mode, but I've done it so far. Like the skills that like he would be useful for, like athletics and mobility. I haven't seen any of these skill checks come up. I've seen trickery, all the arcanes and lures and perceptions. I haven't even seen like a use magic device come up. But let's just stick with perception. I mean, lore nature, why not? If he's good at it, why not? And then, I mean, I guess athletics? Again, I don't know if there's any athletics checks. I haven't seen any. And then arcana, why not? He read some books. Why not? Alright, so again, so this game is, and Pathfinder in general, is pretty heavy on feats. Like, there are feats in D&D too, but I feel like Pathfinder's whole thing is just the feats. I mean, just look as I'm scrolling down and just... These are just the ones, like, from here up are just the ones that are, like, recommended for my class, kinda. And then there's just all of these other ones. Again, not all these are, you know, for my class. Like, this is like a bard one right there. But, like, just the amount of feats is insane. And overwhelming if, like, you know, you're not used to this system. But I think just going in here and just kind of, like, if you're new, it does give you an auto level up. Like, if you say, like, hey, I just want to play a barbarian, I just want to auto level up, let the game pick the proper feats for me, that is absolutely something you can do. But for me, I like customizing and, like, you know, doing little things like this and picking who your characters want to be, and, like, there's just so many options. So it's like there's no two characters who are going to be exactly the same. So, and I just think that's fun. I like that a lot. But for me, this one kind of makes the most sense because he's like a Dragonborn, Ironhide. You know, let's just make that like Scale Hide or something. It's just a +1 to AC. I mean, at the beginning of the game, having more AC is never a bad thing. Again, we are playing on casual, so it's not the biggest deal. But our party doesn't really have like a dedicated healer. I guess our bard is kind of our healer, and like our paladin. But paladins in this game don't really get a ton of healing spells compared to D&D. So we're gonna mostly rely on potions, and you can rest a good amount. So, you know, just having a little bit more AC doesn't hurt anybody ever. Next, all right. So he is a bronze dragon. Yeah, he is. He is a bronze dragon. So the better one, honestly, is the Serpentine bloodline. I mean, if you are ever going to do this, because you get a fang attack when you're raging, you get a bonus to AC and a resistance against poison. You get Expeditious Retreat, which ups your movement speed. I mean, it has a lot of good stuff. Like the dragon ones aren't that great. You get claws, but you know, if you're using a two-hand weapon, you don't use claws anyway, so you're not getting that extra bite attack. But it's okay, you know, it's fine. Again, we're not going for like super maximum min max kind of guy, but you know, let's just the theming for the character that we're building is more important to me than like, you know, having the best character in the game. So let's just do that. Deity selection. I can't remember. So my character was an alcoholic, but he's not anymore. So him, like, this would have been good, like, you know, a while ago. This, you know, the god of drunks or whatever. I don't know if there's like a sailor one. Can I search for sailor? No, there's no sailor one. Sea? This is like the hunting god. This is like the monk god. The healing light, the dawn flower. Is there a dragon one? I know Dragonborns don't like respect dragons because dragons enslave Dragonborn, but I mean, he's the god of travel, protection, you know, law. Whatever. This is fine. He's more of like a chaotic good character. My character, he kind of does whatever he wants. Maybe I can look for that. No. Can I just look for search for a chaotic? I know this doesn't matter at all, but again, if we're building a character, okay, all right, fine, whatever. I mean, yeah, whatever. Let's just pick this. It doesn't really matter. This alignment stuff really only matters for damage and stuff like that. So like if an enemy uses like smite good or something on you, it'll just do more damage, but it's fine. Let's just pick that. Alright, so again, he's not gonna look like this, but maybe we can get close. Oh, that's terrifying. Yeah, let's just do that. My guy's pretty heavily scarred. I like that one. I did kind of toy around with just making this party like before, so I'm just kind of like breezing through it a little bit. Just a little peek behind the curtain. So I'm gonna breeze through this a little bit. I don't remember. I mean, if I make this green, it kind of looks like scales. If you squint, right? Yeah, he's got like, you know, chin things. If I make this, can I make him like a little? Yeah, that kind of looks like a dragon, right? If you squint, you just got to squint really hard. Is there? I don't think there's any like war paint things that'll make it more dragony. You know what I mean? Corpse paint. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, tattoos. I do like tattoos. This is just more for me. I pretty much always do, like, my main bloodrager has like this tattoo style just because I like it. So I'm just gonna throw this on here. He's got those ones, the one, this one, yep, and where is it? That one, and then of course, whoops, and then of course, you just gotta put the little pink flower right there. All right, so that's perfect. So we're gonna put those back on. You can't see the little pink flower, but we know it's there. We know it's there. Clothes color. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the customization isn't great, but I like that you can kind of tweak little things like this. Like I think this affects like what the straps look like. Yeah. I don't remember what the original one was, but yeah, that's fine. A little bit of red. All right.
This will hurt.
And how what he sounds like. He has like a Cockney accent. Because again, he was raised by humans and sailors and stuff, but they don't really have one in this game. This one's a little
All this waiting bores me.
like this one's probably closest to what he sounds like, I guess. But I'm probably gonna go with this one
That's what you get.
because it's just a little bit fun. This is like the dwarf one, obviously,
Ah, entertainment.
but it fits in pretty well. He's like a fun-loving kind of guy, and like again, this is like AI generated. I did not draw this, but again, I didn't AI generate it. I just found it. But he's on a dock. He's a dragonborn. He's lightly armored. It kind of fits the whole thing that I was going for. So it was pretty perfect.
I'm not touching that.
This one seems to be closest to what he is. So we're just gonna go with this one. His name is Azrael Thundertooth, but he just goes by Az. I'll just give him my birthday. Why not? I actually don't know when his birthday is. I don't know if this ever come up, but his birthday is my birthday.
No, don't care.
Yeah, so that voice is pretty good for what we got. All right, so again, this is just for fun. All this stuff might be a little overwhelming if you're not used to it. I could go through and explain things if people really want to. Maybe I could do like a more in-depth character thing, but I feel like there's so many videos like that online already that people just, they don't really. If you want to know about it, you can. There's definitely resources out there for you to learn about it. But again, yeah, I'm not a teacher. I'm not great at explaining things. But as I play, if I'm glossing over things too much, let me know in the comments, and I can kind of maybe explain things a little bit more. But basically, this guy is just gonna swing a big sword and kill dudes with it. So that's all you gotta know. But basically, in this mode, it's just, like I said, it's a roguelike mode where you just kind of go through and, go island to island and just kind of, just fight and, just trying to move stuff around. Where you just basically fight and just go from island to island, collect treasure, and, it's just a roguelike mode where you just basically... This is like the mode where, do stuff like this. If you just want to make your own party and not be beholden to, the main story, you just do this mode, which I find is a lot of fun. This is way more fun to me than the main story so far. I haven't really gotten into the main story. I've only done the first act and started the second one. These guys clapping is really annoying. And started the second one. But, this is I really enjoy this this roguelike mode. But basically, I guess story purpose-wise, if we're gonna pretend like this is my guy, I guess you can just say, I don't know, our party fell into a wormhole or something, and this is where we all ended up. Has just ended up here at the docks, and he's just walking around trying to wrap his head around what's happening. Seems a little lost, but if we go over here and talk to this guy, the old man's face looks like it was chewed on for a long time before being swallowed and partially digested. One of his eyes is covered with a black bandage. The other is spinning wildly in its socket, only briefly stopping to look at you. His maimed hands, a few fingers short, are clutching a pipe filled with strong, fell-smelling tobacco. "Eh? Off to sea, are ya? Looking to find some cronies? I'm your man, I. Angler knows every crook, cutthroat, and daredevil in this city. And what they're worth, and what they'll cost ye. Heading off a hunting treasure, are ye? On a ship of bone with an old fella all swallowed up in a tattered sack? Heh. I've seen plenty of your kind before. Well, here, take this. The ones that came before ye, this is what they left behind. I doubt they'll be back for it, so you may as well get used to it. May as well get the use of it. Maybe it'll serve you better than it did them." So this guy lets you basically pay to get some new characters. You can find some new characters just exploring too. This lets you retrain them. This is more flavor stuff. How did you get injured so badly? But I guess for just RP purposes, I guess we're just gonna pretend that Az just was walking around and just happened to stumble upon the first one's free. Just happened to stumble upon another one of the party. So, I'm going to pick the first character as our lovable rogue later on. This photo, This is one of the AI ones that I found online. It's okay, but I feel like he's just a little too handsome. It's very hard to find elves that aren't excessively handsome in AI generated prompts, so I found this other one instead. It doesn't have long hair, but this is definitely more in vibe with like the lovable thieving, kind of bumbling a little bit, but still pretty good rogue. In our party, later on, I always forget how to pronounce his name. But I'm gonna use this photo instead because I was using this one and it just felt so. It's too handsome. This one's a little better, so we're gonna go with this one. They grew up in the same town, I believe. My character and this character, so they, them being like friends is makes sense. So I think Az probably was just walking around the port and just happened to see him here, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're here too? What's going on?" I don't know, but I heard if we go out to sea, we can maybe find our other team members. So that's the first priority here, is just getting the band back together. Um, Plus, having a rogue early on in this mode is helpful because there's a lot of like locked doors and traps and stuff, and just having somebody with sticky fingers is helpful. Plus, they're buddies. I actually drew a comic. That's how much of a dork I am. I actually drew a comic. It was like 40 pages of Az and Lateron having an adventure together. So it makes sense that these two buddies would meet up like this. He is a elf. He's a guy. Elves in this game look a little creepy. They have like bug eyes, but it's fine. Again, we're using our imagination, people. I'm nothing wrong with using our imagination. I think he's just like a regular. He's like a wood elf. Yeah, just make him basic. Rogues in this game, I feel like, are like super good. I know Slayer is probably the better rogue alternative because they also get sneak attacks and studied target, but I don't know, man. Rogues are pretty good. Yeah, just put a bow in his hand, stick him in the back row, and have like your frontline guys just, make sure they're flanking him, and it's works out pretty good for me. But again, I've only really played on like normal and casual, so maybe they get outclassed by Slayers later on. But I like it. Basic. Now we are going to make him a pickpocket because the trickery and initiative rolls is always helpful. Because if you can catch enemies flat-footed, basically before they make a turn, you can get sneak attack damage on them. So this is very helpful. Dex, I think we're gonna make this an 18 as well. Intelligence, charisma. Oh, we need strength. I think 14 is pretty good because you can find composite longbows in this game, but it uses your strength modifier for damage as well. So this is a little bit helpful. Let's get that con up. Fortitude rolls are pretty good. How about a 12? Should I just make this a 20? I can't. You don't really need charisma for anything in this game. I mean, he is charismatic, as you can tell from this photo. But, he bumbles a little bit here and there. Not saying his character is like a dunce or anything, but, he makes mistakes and, he's a lovable rogue, His charisma would be higher, like, if I was doing, like, an actual playthrough. Like, if you were using, persuasion checks and stuff like that. But, just bump that up. So 20 dex right at the gate. 14 strength is pretty good. Con, intelligence, wisdom. Yeah, let's just do this. Alright, so let's get that trickery way up. Stealth. I don't know. Again, there's no stealth checks, I think, in the game. But I like to, if I see an enemy, I don't, I don't know. I gotta do some flavor stuff. Just having some, like, a stealth guy is always a little bit fun. Get that perception up. Get the knowledge of the world up. I mean, mobility, again, I don't think I've reused this check at all, but just, again, for the character, it makes sense. And, basically he's just going to be firing arrows from the back row and just doing a shitload of damage. So, I mean, I guess we can just do that. Why not? Maybe I'll find a wand or something that he can use. All right, so this one is very good. There's like if you're doing a range character, there's definitely some of the ones I recommend are super useful. Point blank shot is a really good one. You get a +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons at ranges of 30 feet. Again, the game shows you how far 30 feet is, so like you don't have to like measure it out yourself. And that also gives you the prerequisite for precise shot. So basically, if you're shooting into melee, like if one of your characters is engaged in melee and you're firing arrows at the enemy, you take a -4 on attack rolls just because like you're trying not to hit them basically because you don't want to hit your guys too, your friends too. So after you take point blank shot, you can get precise shot, and you won't lose that -4 penalty to your attack rolls. So just getting those right out the gate is very helpful for ranged characters. Sorry, I'm talking a lot, obviously, and I'm getting thirsty. So we're just gonna take that. I don't know what kind of god ladder on. Well, I mean, this is just like the longbow one. This is more like a ranger one, a ranger god, I think. But he's a wood elf, Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, he's more like he's more like a chaotic good kind of guy, but neutral good is fine. All right. I think he's like a skinnier. He's not that skinny. Yeah, this the regular body type. That makes sense. He's like a little bit paler guy. Is he that pale? Whoops, not yellow. Yeah, let's go with that one. That's a little creepy. That's very creepy. Let's just go with the standard one. I don't think he has. Oh wait, well this portrait has like a scar on the nose, so I guess we can just go with that. Yeah, that's fine. Eye color. I think he has green eyes. Pretty sure he has green eyes. I probably should have looked all this up before I did this, but it's fine. Oh yeah, he's like this is like the hair closer to what he has like in our game as we play, but he's gonna be wearing like the hood the whole time, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think he has any tattoos or anything like on his face. There's a lot of options here. I mean, his sleeves are going to be covered, so you're not going to see any of this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't think he has any tattoos. I don't remember him having any tattoos. Put that back on. Let's make this... I feel like blue is like a mage color. Let's make this like a green. Like a darker green. Yeah, that's good. And then... like a brown. Green and brown. Earthy tones. He's a wood elf after all. Is there like a lighter brown? Sorry, this is stuff that I enjoy doing. I know it's not fun for everybody, but I love playing dress up in games. It's fun. Yeah, that's later on. That's later on. There he is.
I have no use for this.
He is this guy.
First come, first serve.
I mean, this is just the rogue voice.
We'll win this, one way or the other. Are you still here?
I mean, that fits pretty well with his whole vibe. Later on. Oh, I don't remember my friend's birthday. I know it's in January. I think it's like it's either the 28th or the 24th. It's around there. Why don't we just split the difference and say it's the 26th? Sorry, I don't remember. Actually, I think it is the 24th. Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I apologize. All right. So we got two of our boys back in together. So, hey man, what's going on? You look a little different. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's fine. So we're just gonna go out and get started. I heard that our friends are out at sea. Okay, well, let's go out to sea. So, here we go. As in later on's bogus adventure, bogus journey. So basically in this mode, you can use this guy to obviously get characters that we just did. You can respec your existing characters there. You can go to this. Well, this will tell you. You can rest up, stock up on scrolls and potions, buy new equipment, hire new party members, all that fun stuff. So all those things I just explained, the game's telling you right now. You can change the formation. So basically, as you click around, your guys will be in formation if it doesn't glitch out and be weird. I'm just gonna let's just keep us closer together. I'm gonna buy some equipment from this guy real quick. Come here, sailor. Talking. Just give me what you. Shut up. So if you click on this face down here, this tells you what they already have equipped. He has a crossbow, a light crossbow. We're gonna buy a great sword. Do you have any great swords? What the hell? Sword? There it is. I want to see do you have any cold iron. Okay, how much money do we have? Oh yeah, okay. So cold iron masterwork greatsword is for as, and then a long cold iron masterwork composite longbow. There we go. It's gonna take all of our money, but it's fine. Should I buy some potions too? Do we have any? We don't have any. He has got one on him, and these scrolls, and he's got one on him. And what is this? Reduce person. Okay. Let's give him this. The thing I like about this game is if you put stuff on your belt, it shows up on your belt. So I just put that quiver of arrows there. Just a nice little detail thing. And you put that potion back on there, it shows up. I just love stuff like that. I don't like looking at that. So we're gonna take that off. This is fine though. I like having him, and you can change the color of the equipment. Oh, not all the equipment, but some equipment you can change the color of. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna put that back on. So this is the attack bonus to see if you do hit. This is the damage you do when you do hit. I think it's going to go up because being from the leader background, it might give me a +1. It might do a little bit less damage, but let's just see. Oh yeah, no. Okay, so it ups my attack because if you scroll over it, it shows you everything. So base attack bonus because we're level 1, we get a +1. It's my +4 strength because I have +4 strength, and you get a +1 from my background. So that's that. Same thing over here. It's 2d6 plus 8 or plus 6. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit more damage. We're gonna give this guy. So the reason we gave him a +2 in strength is for composite longbows. You get to add your strength modifier to the damage, which is always fun. So we're gonna do that. Keep the short sword on him. Why not? And then we could sell these. I'm gonna hang on to the. Actually, I don't think I need to hang on to the light crossbow. Should I sell these? I mean, why not? Let's just sell them. And then I'm gonna buy a couple potions. I think they're way at the bottom. Yeah. I just buy like 5, maybe. They're pretty cheap. I can just buy like 10. Again, we're playing on like easy mode, I guess. So probably not gonna need them, but just in case. All right. So this is where our adventure begins. Let's talk to this. This guy will start the adventure.
Step closer, treasure. Young, strong, and brave. Just who I need. Tell me, how would you like to get your hands on incredible riches?
Do you mean like the riches of friendship and getting our group back together? They're so close. Getting our group back together? Who are you?
Call me the helmsman.
What kind of riches are you talking about?
Oh, the greatest treasure in the Midnight Isles. I know the a ship, but I am too old and frail to claim the treasure on my own.
Alright, well, he's got something that we want, and we got something that he wants. We're young and can find the treasure for him, and he can lead us out to sea to where our friends are lost on the ocean, and we can find them. So, let's make a deal.
Deal.
Dry, rough fingers clasp your hand. You feel a stab of pain. The handshake must have left a splinter in your palm. Uh-oh.
And there's the ship. Welcome aboard.
So here we go. So we're gonna start the adventure, go out the ship, find our friends, and maybe find a way back home, you know? Let's just go on in here, get on board. So this is the ship. Over here, this way, is where you can rest. We don't need to rest, obviously, because, you know, we're just got started. But that's where you go if you want to rest. Basically what you do is you go island to island. You clear out, like, you know, the randomly generated dungeons that show up, and then you find treasure, and then you just find treasure and complete this guy's mission. You know, again, we made a deal, so even if when we find all of our friends, we can't just abandon them. So we just gotta complete the Midnight Isles. So let's just do that. I think we're good. Yeah. We got potions. Potions. He's got that. Yeah, so let's just get going. So basically, the map allows you to chart the expedition's course, choosing which island you want to visit on your way to the final goal. There's like different things and peril ratings and stuff. Islands within a region vary in terms of the danger posed by the monsters and traps that await you ashore, as well as the amount of experience you can gain for prevailing over them, and the size of the bounty in the end. This is indicated on the map by the number of skull icons next to each one. 1, a regular adventure and a modest treasure. 2, a serious challenge and a decent prize. Or 3, a deadly peril and a big scoop. So we're not going to be... Let's just start off easy, you know? This is like... you know, we're just gonna take it easy, okay? We're just gonna take it easy on our first go, all right? So this first island, you'll be able to get a character. That's what that little 2 swords crossed were. Or maybe I should have gone back and shown you that. But basically, this first island, you always just get a character. And I know which character I'm gonna pick, but I won't spoil it. These episodes are probably... So the game auto pauses if you detect a trap, and this is a trap. So I'm just gonna unpause here. See, this is why we bought our buddy later on, because he can use his trickery to take care of traps. All right, so this is combat. So I always play in turn-based mode. I don't like playing in the tactical real-time mode. So this is the point-blank shot. You have to activate it to make use of it. But yeah, so I mean, you just kind of, I mean, I don't know. This can't be your first introduction to an RPG game. I'm not the guy. But if it is, you know, you just kind of see your enemy, pick him, click him, and he exploded immediately. Down here, this shows you like what happened in the game. So he hit him. He did 16 damage, which is a ton because it's 1d8 plus 3. Plus the 1d6 sneak attack damage. You got a d6, so yeah, that's almost the maximum. If he got 17, that would have been the maximum. Why am I fatigued? What the hell happened? Oh, I'm raging. God damn it.
Don't know, don't care.
Yeah, I didn't. I forgot that you start off raging for some reason. Just at the gate raging, fantastic. So basically, you point and click to go to where you want to go. This is a trap, and it always has like this is like leading you to where the thing is. The good thing about this game is if you have everybody selected, if you just click on the trap, it'll take the character with the highest skill, like later on, and he'll just automatically go and disarm it. Where you going, dude? So you don't have to you don't have to like individually pick like each character, which is nice. All right, so we're just exploring these islands here. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, I know which character I'm gonna pick, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Ooh, I don't know if either of us have Arcana. I think I might have given him some.
I managed it.
All right, so like we did it. So these little things are like scattered throughout the island, and you just have to pass checks, and you get like temporary buffs. This one gave us a mage armor buff, and we all get +4 AC, which is nice. There's a kobold right
I
there.
am here all week.
We're just gonna kill this guy,
Damn you! Roll.
and we did. That's usually what I like to do to start combat. I like to take the range guy and just, attack them. We're not gonna grab that stuff yet, and just attack them because it does a lot of sneak attack damage, and it just catches them flat-footed, which is nice. So that's how I like starting combat. Just fighting kobolds right now, so it's nothing too crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to do this because I thought it'd be fun. I love our characters in our D&D game, so
What's going on here?
just
Are you still here?
playing with them.
Time to stretch me muscle.
I like this a little bit when we, can't get together and play because we're all busy.
What's over there?
It's a big group.
I don't even want to know.
It's a big group. This voice is actually pretty good for Az. So just doing this and just having a little bit of fun is always a good time. And I just figured I might as well record it, put it on the internet. If other people want to get some fun out of this, like we do, maybe my group will watch this. If not,
Got this one.
it's fine. +4 charisma. All right. Ah.
Entertainment.
Can I hit this guy?
Good guys always win.
Yeah, alright, so kobolds are very weak, but Ladderon is just doing like an insane amount of damage with sneak attack. Yeah, let's take all this stuff. Which is just the theme for this playthrough. You'll see, if I play the way I usually play,
All right.
sneak attack damage is the way to go. Oh, there's another little guy. Hey, little fella. Should I let Az actually do something for
I
once?
feel like the chosen one.
Nah.
I got this.
Let's just keep... If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Alright.
Make way.
Oh, yeah, that's a good voice. I like that voice. Because the aggressive voice is just... It's too aggressive. It's too mean. My guy isn't that mean. He's a little rough around the edges, but he's not, like, brutal, you know what I mean? He's just a fun-loving guy who likes to swing a sword or axe around. Oh. I don't know if I'm going to pass this one.
Well, it's done.
I did. All right. This one increases Constitution. Fantastic. Ooh. Well,
Here we go again.
you know what to do, buddy.
Damn you.
Maybe I made this too easy. I mean, I can up the difficulty. Okay. Should I? There it is. Much weaker enemies. I feel like if I do moderately weaker enemies, but then drop the damage down to 0.4, maybe that'll be more interesting. Because I think this this affects the difficulty class of all rolls in the game and the abilities of enemies. So maybe I can do this 0.5. How's that? Is that okay? If it's too hard, I can just go back to being a coward again. It's okay. But I feel like Ladderon just one-shotting everybody maybe isn't the most entertaining. I'm having fun, but, you know. Whoop. Let's see. Still gonna one-shot him? Yeah, still gonna one-shot him. I mean, that's just sneak attack damage. Having an extra d6 on top of whatever you do... Whoops. That one only did 11, but still. Having an extra d6 on top of what you already do when you fight enemies that have, like... I think that kobold had 4 HP. Like, it's just gonna kill him no matter what. So, you know. That's just how it goes. Like, I think even if he rolled a 1, if he rolled a 1 plus 3 and then a 1 on sneak attack damage, he still would have killed him in one hit, so. Yeah, they have 4 HP, so, you know.
Should I? First come, first serve.
Yeah, so, you know, he's doing it. This is what he does. Yeah, they're not really sending... Oh, wait, I missed that treasure. This is like the Ladderon show. He's killing everything in one hit. He's opening all the traps and treasure chests. As is just, you know, hanging out. It's okay.
How much longer, I wonder?
I know, right? Oh, there's another one.
We'll win this, one way or the other.
Entertainment.
All right. Pretty effortlessly cleared that one. Hey, these islands aren't so bad. After braving the perils of the island, you can take its bounty. You could see exactly on the map while charting the course of the island. So this first one is a sailor, which is just, you know, another character.
Follow me.
Whoa.
Don't.
Oh my god, on this island we found our friend. Who are you? I mean, you know, you can just be whoever you want it to be. And our first character is going to be Iggy. Or our second character. She's a gnome wizard, and she's very enthusiastic about life and very bubbly, and I found this picture online, and it's just perfect. So, we're going to use our wizard. We're going to have our fighter, our rogue, and our wizard. Just the classic archetype, the trio. Wizards are very good in this game. I like them, you know. I just, you know, it's hard to beat dropping a fireball on a group of enemies. She's a gnome. They don't have, like, I don't think they have, like, subclasses, but she's a rock gnome in our game. Pyromaniac. Oh, yeah, she's not going to be using... What is gnome magic? Illusion spell. Yeah, she's not really going to be casting illusion spell. She's going to be casting more, like, basically fireball. So, yeah, Pyromaniac's good. I can't remember if the wizard... Does it let you scribe scrolls just automatically? Cantrips. Oh yeah, okay. So it lets you scribe scrolls automatically. Okay, that's good. Let's do scribe scrolls and brew potions. I think there's one that gets you brew potions. Scholar, is it divine? Yeah. I mean, she's already gonna use a magic device in Arcana and scribe scrolls. So let's do the one where you get she can also brew potions too. That's fun. Okay, so intelligence is gonna be Bigly. Don't need charisma really. Con you don't really need. She doesn't need strength at all. We're gonna pop the dex up just so her AC is a little bit higher. +2 to con. Should I just give her... Again, I don't really like having minuses. That's just a quirk of mine. But it's not the optimal build, obviously. I could probably drop this down and get it some more in wisdom or con or something. Because, again, charisma is not... Although, use magic device is useful for a wizard. Yeah, this is an extra con. Why not? Alright, so she's going to be Arcana, World, Nature, and... Should I do Religion? Oh, this is the one that... What's the one that Az is good at? I think he's good at Nature, yeah. And this is World. This lets you just brew potions. This one lets describe scrolls. She doesn't really need Nature, I guess, because... she's a bookworm. What does she know about the outside world? We're going to put this one into Magic Device instead. So these are going to be her 4 like main skills. Arcana, World, Religion, and use Magic Device. Alright. For this one... So the point blank shot and the precise shot is also useful for these characters too, because it says ranged weapons, but like spells also count as ranged weapons, I'm pretty sure, in this game. So we're just going to do this just so we can get precise shot first, just because, you know, blasting into melee range and having that -4, like, just not being able to hit ever is really annoying. But we'll get the spell. We get a lot of, like, opportunities for feats and bonus feats and stuff like that, so the spell focus we'll get a little bit later, but just having point blank shot is pretty useful. So yeah, I mean, here we go. It's our wizard bonus feat. So we're going to take spell focus, and evocation school is like, you know, basically the blaster class, I guess. The blaster school, fireball, and, like, you know, spells that do damage, essentially. So we're going to take that one. Our specialist school is also going to be evocation. We're just going to lean into it. Like, I feel like in this game, in D&D in general, and tabletop games in general, unless you're like a bard or something, like, being a jack of all trades isn't really, like, the best. Like, just leaning into just being all, like, you know, play to your strengths, you know what I mean? Like, don't try to be good at everything. Like, if you can throw fireballs really well, be good at that. If you can shoot an arrow from sneak attack damage really well, just up that up to the maximum, and just, like, you know, just be the exemplar of your class instead of trying to be everything, you know what I mean? So, we're going to give her a lizard familiar. 2 reasons. One, because it is probably the best familiar in the game. You just get a natural bonus to AC, which is crazy, and perception checks, which is also crazy. And in our game, she has a little pet dragon little familiar guy, so it kind of makes sense. So, yeah, we're just going to give her the lizard familiar. The opposition school, so this is schools that, if you specialize in one type of school, you got to select 2 that you aren't great at. So necromancy for us really isn't that great. And I can't remember what the other one that I didn't really use that often was. I think it was enchantment, or was it divination? I think it was enchantment. Yeah, well, necromancy for the first one for sure. And then, yeah, I think this one is like sleep and stuff like that, which is like, you know, which is the bard kind of uses a little bit. So we're gonna, yeah, illusion's good because casting invisibility or like mirror image is really nice. Transmutation is like, you know, enlarge person and stuff like that. I don't remember what divination is. Maybe this is like dispel, so we're gonna need that. This is like summoning, abjuration. This is, oh, maybe this is like dispel. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, enchantment, we're not really gonna use that one. It's fine. Alright, so let us take, we can pick 7 spells to begin with. So we're gonna take Magic Missile. You can't not take Magic Missile. Shocking Grasp, Ear-Piercing Scream, Mage Armor for sure, Shield for sure. It's another good one. Again, these are just the spells that I like. Oh, Grease is pretty good. Although, well, we're not going to get our Bard until later if I'm doing this route the way I want to. So maybe I won't take Grease, because Grease we're going to give to the Bard just because it's like more of a support class. I'm just going to, maybe I'll lean into just doing damage. Burning Hands. And then, what's another good one? Snowball? Maybe? It's ice damage, but a lot of enemies in this game are like not immune, but like resistant to fire damage. So having a backup isn't a bad idea. I think there's a god of knowledge. Is it Nethys? Let me just type in magic. Yeah, I think it's Nethys. Yeah, so this is like the magic god, which makes sense for a wizard. I love this picture so much. It's just so perfect. Yeah, she's a little ditzy, this character, so like, yeah, she's good. She's obviously a good person, but like, she doesn't follow the laws. She's more like a chaotic good, but neutral good is the closest we're gonna get. I think she's like very lithe, very skinny, so we're gonna do that body. Let's take the hat off. Face. I think this is like the most normal face, because this one is like just so creepy. I'm gonna do that face. No scars. It's fine. Eye color. I don't remember what eye color she has. I mean, the picture has purple eyes, right? So let's just do that. It's fine. Hairstyle. I think she has short-ish hair. Not like this hair. I think this one is probably the best one. And I think her hair is like it's like brownish or chestnutty, but they don't really have that color for gnomes in this game. Let's just do that one. It's red. It's fine. More paint. Again, I don't think there's anything like which denotes magic here. Oh, maybe she'd do like the under the eye football thing, like just getting ready for battle. That's fine. We'll just leave that off. No tattoos. She's just a bookworm. Clothes color. I think does she also wear green or does she wear yellow? I can't remember. Again, I probably should have looked this up before I started doing this. Reddish? I feel like wizards always wear red, but about purple, like a lighter purple. Yeah, that's fine. And then this thing, green? This will be yellow? Brown? Not brown. Yeah, that's fine.
Your flesh wound.
And this one?
Adventures are exciting.
Yeah, that's perfect.
The spell's not working. That's mean. This hurts so much.
And Iggy. I also don't remember her birthday. I know it's in March. It's around St. Patrick's Day. Is it the 17th? 19th? Why am I so bad with dates? I don't have Facebook, okay? I don't remember what people's birthdays are. I think it's the 19th. I'm sorry.
Away, you rascal.
Away, you rascal. Alright. So we're just going to do this and complete. And where is she? There she is. Alright. So we got our three, not our core group. We're all equally as important. But, fighter, rogue, wizard, it's the archetype for a reason. You know what I mean? You got the big guy up front taking damage. You got the guy doing sneak attacks. You got the little lady, buffing us and doing stuff like that. It's perfect. All right. Let me see how long I've been recording for real quick. Yeah, like about an hour. These episodes are probably going to be a little bit longer just because, there's more stuff to do in these kind of games. But I think stopping this one here is a good idea. I'm definitely going to keep playing a little bit more and just get the rest of the party. At least today I'll get the rest of the party. But this is the general flow of what we're going to be doing. We're just going to go through, collect our party, and just this is like just tabletop fun, just roguelike mode, just going to islands and fighting enemies and just doing it with the characters that I love. So it's just going to be it. So if you enjoyed this, please stick around and keep watching. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Again, I'm not the Pathfinder guy. I'm just doing this to have a little bit of fun. I know a little bit of the systems, but I'm just gonna keep doing this for a little bit. And thanks for watching. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one.